Alright. You defeated the last boss in Hades 2. Kinda cool while ahead. Oh yeah. A bunch of my other friends have got Hades 2 and beat the latest boss and are just waiting for either updates or just for the full game to come out. They're pretty excited about what they've seen so far about Hades 2. But yeah, how you doing, Mal? How you doing, Bryce? How's everyone else doing today? So, yeah, today we're finally back to FGO. I am so glad that we are over and done with Dragon's Dogma 2. Such a poor stain on the Dogma name. What we've had to build off of from Dogma 1 and Dogma Online even. It feels like we just went next gen but didn't take any extra steps. I'm just like, come on, dude. We've broken the Dragon's Dogma. Like, I really wish that, like, what was it? Like, I really wish that we did take extra, like, or sorry, I really did wish, like, Dogma 2 actually, like, improved on itself instead of, like, basically half-assing it. But yeah, I've already said I've already said my spiel about it like multiple times, and even more in a semi-rambly, organized and disorganized fashion, like during the latter end of last night's stream. I also posted it on Twitter just for the fuck of it, because why not? But also apparently Twitter officially changed the URL to X now, so I'm officially pissed about it now. But I mean, what can you do about that, sadly? So that kind of breaks a lot of the Twitter links that I use to embed stuff on Discord, because like regular Twitter embeds keep breaking. So then you have to always like append it with like whatever sites people set up to have like the embed actually play properly. But wait, I hope I was doing well today. Like, spent a lot of time playing Balatro today. I'm finally winning more runs, at least on white stake difficulty with other decks I haven't used yet. I had a pretty sick run using the black deck. I believe it was what was it again? Like extra Joker, less consumable size, I think. But yeah, I had like 2 or 3 negative Jokers and like a bunch of other ones stacked up all together for I think it was a 3 of a kind deck, I believe. But yeah, it was some good stuff. So I forgot to say, since we went into that whole thing, Dragon's Plague. Oh yeah, like Dragon's Plague was supposed to be like this big, like rare but supposedly significant disease that's supposed to like plague pawns as you go in and out the rift or summon people or something. But then we've never seen it because it's such a rare chance to actually come up, and then it just comes up during the final sequence. I was just like, wait, I mean, it's cool and all, but I'm like, if it's gonna be playing a vital role in like the final cinematic, I kinda wish we'd seen more than just offhand mentions from pawns going, I've seen other pawns coming out from the rift who don't listen to their Arisen's orders until they're blah 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 blah. So wait, Dragon's Plague makes your pawn stronger, weaker defensively, glow red and get more aggressive. But yeah, like for something that's supposedly that significant in lore, like I rather just wish they just didn't have that, or they just have like a actual like dedicated bits of the narrative to your pawn contracting Dragon's Plague, and then you have to deal with the symptoms throughout the course of the game, either alleviating it or letting it develop or something. Pay attention to their eyes and they'll glow red. At the final phase, you get a cutscene when you sleep in your town of your pawn turning into a dragon killing everyone. Oh. Is that like... Is that when you would use the Eternal Fairy Stone? Because I'm like, oh, I better keep this just in case we need a mass revive event. Oh, that dream was then actually real? Oh, man. Again, man, what a... Like, there's always like some small neat stuff, but it's just overshadowed by all the downers, man. I wanted to... I wanted to give Dogma 2 a chance through and through from beginning to end to see what big redeemable qualities there are. It's just anything that's even remotely redeemable just gets overshadowed by like its opposite on like what ends up bothering you about the same thing that you want to praise. It's like, oh, it's like the cool bits of lore in like the grand scheme of things in Dragon's Dogma. It's like, oh, okay. But then the overall narrative itself outside of the outside lore, or like the lore is supposed to like take, or what was it, the lore at the end of the game and just like the things you think about how the world is put together. But then it gets overshadowed by the fact that the rest of the narrative is a big nothing burger. So that's why I never saw it. I didn't camp enough with the same... Oh, wait. Dragon's Plague would jump to other pawns, which resets it. Oh. I mean, I did camp with, like, the same group of pawns for a little while. But, like, I never got any one of the... What was it? None of my pawns ever did contract it in the first place. So, because of the fact that I stuck with the same group for so long, none of them actually... I never actually triggered more chances to even have it show up. Okay. But yeah, also, I am feeling a little bit tired today. I think it's like a small combination of like, food coma, slightly uncomfortably warm temperature, and like, some small allergies. So probably this session might be a little bit on the shorter side than usual. So wait, Capcom pawns will either never have it or will always have it? Get your pawn sick and ditch the other pawns and camp a lot. You just need to grab one that always has it? Oh, okay, so that's one way to kind of rig the system. Okay, so continuing from last time, we went into, what was it? We went into Traum, we ended up getting captured and put into the dungeon in the Revenge Realm. Caddick and Sherlock went into the Reinstatement Realm, but then were found out by Constantinos, but were helped out by the Pope Johanna, I think was her name. And then, well, yeah, and then the Righteous Realm with working with Caddick and Sherlock staged helped set up a rescue operation with the spies in the Revenge Realm. And with the help of them and Salome, who did her best to prevent herself from trying to recognize us as Yokanan. Or, yeah, like, she ended up giving her life to basically saving ours, and here we are right now. So wait. Also, after the pawn kills the town, they return to the rift? Oh, huh. Again, it just feels so... It just feels so weird. All the little details that, you know, the Dogma team does put into the game. But then just like the overall design decisions going into its systems and some other stuff. Just... makes me scratch my head. I'm like, what? Like, how is this like either fun, rewarding, or worth a player's time to even go through? Or like, how can they even like see any of this potentially happen? Or I don't know. It's just bleh. Okay, let's go. Wait, dude. Oh my god, dude. My heckin' allergies are bothering the fuck out of me today. Oh. Oh yeah, there's one thing I'm excited about. Well, like, after the stream tonight. What? Oh, cool. Wait a second. Oh. Of course Moriarty gets like some sick ass throne and waterfall setting. Okay. Oh wait, so what was that, Bryce? In the ending variant, I didn't get. So wait. The low affinity ending, rather than stress how glad your pawn is to be mine, they're instead more angry and determined to finish this. Ah. Huh. Okay. Sherlock Holmes is my rival. He is the light to my shadow. And Mr. Edgy. However, in this new role as a foreign disciple, our past rivalry is irrelevant. Only his abilities matter now. His capacity to observe, deduce, and reach the truth. And I have him bringing those abilities to bear here. So I planted seeds of doubt. I appeared to him and showered him in a torrent of utter nonsense. Huh, yes, utter nonsense. But assuming my position is assured, he will no doubt lose sight of what is truly important thanks to my efforts. If Holmes means to uncover the truth, then I shall be a wall to block his progress. He will never overcome the barrier I represent. I see we're starting off strong tonight. I'm loving it already. I see. It seems this foreign god thinks things through very well. It's a shame Vlad III sealed himself away with his own stakes. A powerful servant like him would have made an excellent piece on the board. Oh well. I suppose I should just have to move some other pieces instead. But what about... I just can't say. Holmes? My apologies. No matter how I try, I can't seem to get a read on this Moriarty. I don't believe he's the Singularity's master, but aside from that... What's with you? You're not usually so hedgy. Nonetheless, I've arrived at a conclusion, though one that yet remains ill-defined. In this singularity, masters are all but meaningless. Then, does that mean it's impossible to get rid of the servants here by finding and killing their master? Yes, I believe we should assume as much. Well, that's going to be a problem. We recruited you, Chaldeans, because we were counting on you to do exactly that. You were? Naturally, that in no way precludes us from cooperating in a different manner. For example, we could win this war against the Revenge Realm and Reinstatement Realms. Acquire the Holy Grail sustaining those realms, and cause the Singularity to collapse. Would that not be a viable option? Sure, if we could actually accomplish that, but what about the numbers problem? Their armies are far larger than ours. Of course I've taken that into consideration, and I remain confident that we can win. There are certainly plenty of challenges to overcome, but the situation is by no means hopeless. Actually, hold on. Man, my throat already feels strained. Maybe it's because of the long rambling and ranting and whatever about Dogma 2 last night, because we did go on for quite a while about like the whole like trying to get my thoughts together and trying to lay out every bit of my like bugbears about that game. Huh. Oh yeah, thanks, Bryce. Like I've been drinking my water and stuff, but I think it's just a case of like string vocals. And I haven't really been like drinking like too much like soda or coffee, at least like the past couple days. Asterisk. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe tomorrow night would be a rest day, just to be on the safe side, on top of tonight's shorter session, by the way. Also, there's one thing I'm gonna be excited about tonight after the stream. Dude, I gotta catch up on some anime. We got new episode of Kaiju number 8 coming up. Yo, dude, I'm excited as hell for it. Dude, it's peak. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Kaiju number 8. It's really good stuff so far. What do you think, sir? Right. Sir Sherlock Holmes? Yes. Please save proper human history for us. Consider it done. That being said, there are only so many things we can do at the moment. Our first few steps should be taken as a small mobile commando unit. Then we'll have a few other servants accompany you. There are servants besides Roland and Astolfo we're fairly sure we can trust. Thank you. That will be a great help. It's a safe bet they'll be keeping an eye on us too. That aside, Sancho's pretty much been running the show ever since they revealed their true identity, hasn't she? I mean, I'm assuming Sancho's kind of like the whole brains of the operation, considering what Don Quixote's been up to. In fact, now that I think about it, she was the one who conveyed what Charles the Great was supposedly saying all that time. I guess it makes sense Sancho would be better with political stuff than Don Quixote given his, background. It'd be one thing if she was just Sancho. But the story of Don Quixote also has an imaginary princess, a deceptive maid, and a nameless duchess. It's not harder to be smarter than the guy who charged a windmill. Look, it was a giant, he swears. Ah well, who cares? Even if things turn out badly. That's Chaldea's, well, really, Kirby's problem. I'm just here to provide support, that's all. So, you're gonna provide support in the upcoming events, right? Right, Caddick? We have summer around the corner. Okay, that concludes our business for today. We prepared routes for all of you, so I invite you to relax for the rest of the day. Uma Musume looking ass. Well, sir, you heard them. It sounds like it'll take more than killing a master to repair the singularity. So it does. What shall we do? Speaking for myself. No, absolutely not, Sancho. I still have to stay on this throne. I have a duty to uphold, no matter what anyone else says. Isn't that right? Yes, sir, if that's what you want. Alright then, I'll come up with a few possible missions for the commando unit. Good. And please, allow me to select the servant who will keep an eye on the Chaldeans. We may be low on personnel, but we're still in charge of an entire realm. There's a large population of capable servant resources to choose from. Is Bradamante here? Woo! It would seem we are being monitored, but it also doesn't seem as though they can hear us. I can put up a light soundproofing battlefield for a good measure, Want me to? If you would. Oh. Well, we've had a chance to relax and catch our breath, which is all well and good. But going forward, how sure are we that we can rely on Don Quixote instead of Charles the Great? Well, look, Don Quixote is a great hero. Quote unquote. We probably shouldn't. Right? Nonetheless, this was still the only option available. Both the Revenge Realm and the Reinstatement Realm are fully functioning autonomous societies. They have demonstrated clear hostility to all of proper human history. If the Righteous Realm were similarly inclined, our goose would well and be truly cooked, as they say. Well, yes, I suppose that's true, but still. Never mind that now, Gordy. Isn't there something else you should be doing first? Yes, you're right. Kirby, I commend you on making it back alive. Well done, my girl. Thank you, sir. However, what have I told you about not getting captured in the first place? My poor heart can only take so much. I'm sorry. I gotta say though, it really is impressive you made it back alive. Indeed. I suppose it just goes to show how luck, both good and bad, can be a skill. Caholen could never. I'm surprised though to hear you found a servant willing to betray her side and help you. You must remember, Gordolf, servants are hardly mindless puppets. We have thoughts and emotions of our own. Sometimes meeting new people can spur us to temporarily grow and change. Of course, we must remember only records are sent back to the throne, so unfortunately we aren't able to preserve these feelings and memories across summonings. Well, at any rate, who is this Sutton, person anyway? You know, I never did manage to figure that out. So you never even got a glimpse of him, huh? I see. We can return to this Mr. Sutton, later. Right now we still have more pressing matters to discuss. So hey, I put together a table with everything we know about the three realms. Wanna see it? Definitely. Got it. I'll put it up on the screen. Oh, cool. Oh, so Revenge Realm, Scale A, Army Quality B. Leader is Kriemhild. Second in command, Zhang Jue. Greatest threat. Reinstatement Realm, lower scale by 1 letter grade, B. Army Quality A. Konstantinos the 11th. Hope Johanna also resides there. Army Quality top notch, discipline compared to Revenge Realm, ? Righteous Realm C and C. Leader is Carl de Grobe or whatever. I'm not sure how do you pronounce. Do you just pronounce it like that, or is like the beta symbol like throwing me a hell off here? But like either way, Don Quixote includes a Slowful Roland and others. Soul Realm allied with proper human history, though this can only be said of certain servants here. Yeah, because the rest of the Righteous Realm are against proper human history. It's just Don Quixote and Sancho just keeping up the pretense and trying to rein them in, but only for so long, as probably as they kind of warned, at least between themselves, this can only hold for a little bit longer. But we'll see. Seeing it all laid out like this, it's pretty obvious that the Righteous Realm hasn't really got anything going for it. I mean, the most that they can do as the third faction is basically just keeping one and the other in check. If any one of them actually does try to go straight for the Righteous Realm, well... Actually, no, it'd be a bad strategic move because 1, they're diverting resources, 2, they're leaving their defenses lowered while dealing with a weaker party. And it's not like one realm or the other would just let them take the whole thing for themselves while not doing anything about it. So, they might be weaker, but they're a threat that can never be ignored. Sounds like my life in goddamn Apex, honestly. I was like, oh, we can go on this team. Wait, third party. Oh, shit. Apex really is a lesson in miniature warfare. At some point, you gotta take that risk, though. Have you seen Apex ranked play? Oh my god, people people invite all the third parties. Hell, we got 5th, 6th, and 7th parties. It's just like a bloodfest. But yeah, like, unless you want to break a stalemate, sometimes you just have to, like, set things up or just go for it. Come what may. Depending. Otherwise, it'd just be completely stagnant and no one would get anywhere with no side ever wanting to... what was it? Wanting to come to peace or whatever. Because, well, it's war. There is no peace here when all sides are dead set against each other, no matter what. Peace is never an option. Kind of amazing they managed to survive this long. They must be quite skilled in battle, and let us not forget the natural defenses this location affords them. Oh yeah, the mountainous region and everything. You know, I'm kind of also just thinking about this in like Advanced Wars, Fire Emblem terms with like plains terrain, forest terrain, mountain terrain. Making a deal to gang up on the third. Yeah, there's also like under the table dealings or whatever. But negotiation is one hell of a dangerous game on its own. Since, you know, with how negotiations go, either side always wants to be the one to come out on top, gaining the most. Of course, like, both would stand to gain from something, but who gains more than the other to ultimately win in the grand scheme of things? It's like, sure, you got this, but we got the rest. You know, that kind of deal. So, even trying to, like, make a temporary alliance or agreement or whatever is, like, a very risky thing to do in and of itself. And also, backstabbing is also an ever-present thing, unless you really got your insurance card, which I'm sure neither side has much of whatsoever, if any, that the other is willing to, like, ensure doesn't come back to bite them in the ass. I expect they also have a number of countermeasures for servants attempting to use their spirit forms to sneak in. Oh yeah, well yeah, since everyone's servants, yeah, spirit form is the one. They may be servants, but they will be easily intercepted if they are on foot, especially if they are to march in large numbers. Man, can you imagine trying to sneak anywhere with servants in their spirit form and shit? Like, you literally need to be invisible or be able to, like, go underground. And even then, there's also, like, potential for casters to set up, like, fields to sense when anyone passes a certain part of the perimeter or whatever. Like, compared to normal humans, like, dude, that's so screwy just trying to sneak anywhere within a realm of servants. Like, you have archers that have, like, enhanced vision that can see hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of meters away or however long away. You have, like, casters set up fields to detect anyone passing over a line. Like, and I don't know, like, assassins that are just, like, potentially ever-present, eliminates their presence, invisible. Like, one quick jab and you're just poisoned and probably dead on the ground, most likely, if not instantly. It's just like, man, that is such a scary thing to just think about. And then, like, once it's just full-blown combat, good luck dealing with, like, the sabers, lancers, riders, like, berserkers, and just like, oh, your ass is just grass at that point. Alright, let me read this line, sorry. They may be servants, but they will be easily intercepted if they are on foot, especially if they were to march in large numbers.
Not to mention that if one of the other factions were to attack, the remaining faction would no doubt be quick to take advantage of that opening. I doubt she planned this all out intentionally, but it's an impressive state of affairs all the same. Well, Holmes, the question still remains. What do you plan to do next? First of all, we should discuss the Moriarty calling himself a foreign disciple. It's safe to assume he's operating behind this. I can't bend my tongue. Behind the scenes, while we could try to pursue him. That would not help to resolve the singularity's root cause. Oh, something check something? Huh. You know, I tried to check a setting with my adapter and everything. It does say that my phone is being charged, but I'm guessing it's being drained more than it's charging. Because I tried checking the setting, I'm like, oh, it's always been charged. Because like I remember someone asking me a long time ago, is like your phone doesn't charge while being captured? I was like, yeah, no, I don't see the charge symbol. I mean, actually, wait. Actually, the setting does say charging, but I don't see the charge symbol to indicate any charging going off. Huh. You know, I might have to look into it later if I need to adjust any other setting now that I think about it. Because that would help with prolonging these sessions at the same time killing my battery. Because it's one thing to drain my battery constantly like this, it'd be another thing to keep it on for super extended periods of time while charging and capturing. Maybe it actually is charging regardless. Yeah, I'm not sure, because like, I mean, it's always been going down all these years. Never once have I actually seen it charge up during a capture session. And it's not like FGO is like the most intensive game, even if it is like not the most optimized. Like, it can only be so unoptimized, let me put it that way. Also, out of precaution, I did change the settings to put it on standard resolution and lower FPS this time. So the gameplay will be choppier, but although that only affects it in battle, right? The lower resolution doesn't affect the cutscenes, or am I just not seeing it right now? Either way, though. Actually, it's probably just in battle. Then you're going to work on this realm to help them with destroying, or to help them destroy the other realms, as you said you would earlier. Indeed, I don't believe we have any other chance of negotiating something else. Well, that should be fine. This isn't a Lostbelt after all. Since they're the ones who started this war, they must be prepared for the consequences. But first, you're gonna start off in a commando unit, right? I wonder what that'll involve. Pardon me. May I come in? Who dis? I'll switch your comms over to audio only. Remember, in this mode, your response will seem like a soliloquy. Sure, doors open. Thank you. I'm the righteous round servant who will be part of this commando unit. Oh, I didn't know that she comes up here. Oh shit. I didn't know Shufu was here. I thought she came up during an event. I didn't know she came up during 6.5. Oh, like this is a genuine surprise for me. It's the relatable girl fail. You know, I just love the rise in, oh, actually not really popularity, but more like, I just love how much more people are clamoring about like about girl fail waifus basically. Like just more recently within like, I would say this year or something. Because like, I haven't really heard people say girl fail like until like now. But yeah, I love it. Alright, Shufu, what you got? Shufu, who's that? Are we just gonna who Megalo this girl? Nah. Shufu, does that mean you're... So, you've heard of me? On the court sorcerer, Emperor Qin Shi Hong, sent to search for Mount Horai and the Elixir of Immortality. I see. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Shufu. I'm Sherlock Holmes, detective, and this is... Cadix M. Lupus. Kirby. At least that's what the secretary told me your aliases were. I understand that you can't speak freely for a variety of reasons. Still, I'd be thrilled if you told me more anyway, so tell me. Let's just say, all in good time. Ah, Holmes is at it again. He's doing his thing. Yes, very smooth. All that aside, 2 classes and an extra class? Weird makeup for a group. You want me to sum it up, you want me to sum it up you? I'm sure you love that. It's a lot. You know, I wonder how she'd act around Caddick. I actually forgot about that. Although, like, she didn't really interact too much with the other cryptors that much, given her whole deal compared to the others. Lady Shufu, would it be alright if I introduce myself now? Yes, that should be fine. We should probably introduce the other servant joining this unit. Well, I can assure you, I didn't forget about him or anything. Him. Uh-huh. Ha ha ha. No wonder the secretary trusts you so deeply, Lady Shufu. You truly are greater than your stature suggests. Oh no, if you comment like that... Oh wait, no, never mind. It's good old Dearmud. I forget how to pronounce the last part of his name, but we'll just call him Dearmud. One of the Knights of Fianna. I'm also known as Dearmud the Dazzling. Pleased to meet you. Dearmud! Hello. Oh, it sounds like you already know who I am. I'm surprised. I'm not that famous. Or perhaps we met in another singularity during a Holy Grail war. If we have, I'm afraid I have no memory of that. But here, I'll be proud to fight beside you. Work me as hard as you need to for this assignment. Man, now that's what I call a hero's hero. A beauty indeed. Come to think of it, Technical Advisor, you have always loved all things beautiful, haven't you? Alright, now that we've made our introductions, perhaps you can tell us about our mission. Of course. Our mission is to determine the enemy's military strength and secure an abandoned stronghold. Unfortunately, we're low on personnel that we'll have to accomplish both in one day. I can tell the Secretary is ready to run us all ragged, me included. This is gonna be such a hassle. I wish I could just run away. Same. Well, that was sudden. That was a sudden depressing turn. Oh wait, just slipping that in here. A post on how Dragon's Play works. Okay, I'll have the link open on the side for later. Thank you. It'll probably be a nice read for later. I'm sure this is obvious, but just to be clear, I'll stick to providing rear support. Dearmud here will lead the charge. That's right. I'll do everything in my power to escort you all safely. Damn, he's so radiant it hurts to look at him. I still understand how the dazzling part of him actually manifests physically. Look at the mole. Don't worry. I promise I won't dazzle anyone while we're undercover. I guess it's too much to ask for you not to dazzle in daily life either, huh? Ahem. Anyway, we'll be setting out tomorrow morning, bright and early. I recommend you all change into your spirit forms or otherwise get as much rest as you can tonight. Huh? Quiet. It's me, Caddick. Keep your voice down. I want to talk to you. Outside. Okay, that should do it. Are you ready? Are you ready, Mash? Yes, I'm here. As you requested, Da Vinci is working on the Ortonax. Director Gordolph is asleep, and the night staff are all dozing off too. I'm the only member of Chaldea currently on active duty. But why did you want to talk to us alone? Just to be safe. After I woke up, I reviewed your records of everything that happened after the rush in Lostbelt, including records about the man from Chaldea. Oh. Oh shit, we're going into this now. He's not really Dr. Roman. I know. I don't know who he is either, but we'll just have to put that aside for now. More importantly, do you remember what he said about there being someone who can't be trusted? Oh, just more finger pointing supposedly towards Sherlock Holmes. One with Moriarty, now with this man, now with Caddick, gonna raise up the warning to us. Oh shit. Like, just, oh my god, like, just what big thing is Sherlock hiding or going to do that is putting everyone on edge? Unless it's like the biggest red herring in history. And what Archer said afterward about something feeling off. Of course. I really can't believe you went and reported everything they told you when they were very clear you should keep it secret. I guess you wouldn't be, you if you hadn't. You remember those records too, right, Mash? Did you ever think about the man from Chaldea? Wait. Did you ever think about who the man from Chaldea might have meant? It's all there in the report. I've given it some thought, yes, but it just seemed too far-fetched to take seriously. You're not exactly sounding like a mystery lover here, so you dropped it? Just like that. Not another thought. Not at all. It was the opposite. I believe I thought about it as much and as logically as I could. But no matter how much I thought about what he said, it never made any more sense. How so? Well, if someone on Chaldea's staff can't be trusted, that would mean one of them is a traitor. But there's no evidence anyone has betrayed us, and more importantly, no motive for anyone to do so. We call this kind of mystery a why done it. Oh right, I heard of those. Whoever told me about them also said. There's no meaning to be found in figuring out how done it's where mages are concerned, not when they can do almost anything, including things outside the natural realm. But the reason they committed a crime, the why done it, that is always meaningful. Right. And that clears everyone on Chaldea's current staff of suspicion. I can't see any reason for a member of our staff to want to help wipe the Earth clean. If they were just hiding their motivation, they would have tripped up long ago. If they didn't have any reason to reset Earth, they wouldn't have any reason to prevent it or help prevent it either. Yeah, that's true. The crime's already been committed here, so why would a traitor go on to help the organization trying to undo it? The same goes for the servants too. That includes me, Captain Nemo, Da Vinci, and Holmes. None of us have anything to gain from Earth being wiped clean. If anything, the opposite holds true. That just leaves Scion, you and Senpai, Master. And your alibi is airtight. You weren't even at Chaldea at the time. Senpai, of course, isn't a viable choice either. Frankly speaking, if she gave up on everything, our mission would fail that very instant. That's true. I suppose Scion, as a member of the Atlas Institute, could see this incident different than we do. And that in turn could potentially give her some kind of motive to betray us. Maybe. But she's already done something that invalidates that theory. When the foreign god used a pseudo-black hole to destroy the Wandering Sea, Scion stayed behind to the very last second, at very real risk to her life. If she wanted to betray us, that would have been the perfect time and place to do so. Frankly, if she had known what was going to happen ahead of time, and had then escaped on her own, we would all be dead by now. Are you really not all Are you really not at all suspicious that I did something somehow? Knowing those two, they could have predicted that I'd eventually come back to Chaldea. True. But it wouldn't even make sense for you to have started this conversation if you were the traitor. Yeah, and just to be totally clear, I didn't betray anyone. That's what a traitor would say. Well, I guess that's not true. I did betray all the proper human history once. Well, I did it once, what's a second time? But I definitely don't have the guts to betray anyone holding the controls to a caller that could kill me at any time. Yeah. I think you have plenty of guts, but aside from that, I agree with you. Betraying someone to save your own skin, knowing that betraying them would get you killed. It doesn't make sense no matter how you look at it. And that's not all. Me, Kirby here, the staff, the servants, our actions have all been consistent. My case is more complex, sure, but it still checks out in terms of consistency. Long story short, I betrayed proper human history, lost to you guys, got critically injured, recovered, and now I'm helping you guys out with the restrictions on my behavior because it beats getting locked up or killed. Sure, I wasn't exactly being virtuous, but I was being consistent, yeah? That's true. In the end, I had to think the one from Chaldea was a mistake. But you do have an idea of who it could be, right? Senpai! I'm not sure, but I do have just one more question. I think you can answer it with a search of the library mash. And if that leads us to a clear answer, you can just forget all about it. But if it doesn't, then I think we might be onto something. I already went ahead and launched a library search system, just in case. What's your question, Katic? It's about servants. Let's start with Da Vinci. Chaldea summoned the original Da Vinci, and her successor unit is carrying on her work in her stead. So we know that Chaldea's her summoner, and that she was helping before the incineration of humanity. Nemo was summoned by Scion Eltnum. At least, that's what the record said. He's got some phantom and divine spirits mixed in with him, but we also know his summoning is legit. And the servants Kirby contracted with, including you of course, should all be fine. Katic, you don't mean... Yeah, I do. My question's about Sherlock Holmes. Who summoned him? And when and where did they do it? What do you mean? A master does more than just serve as a battery for their servant. Through their contract, the master serves as an anchor to keep them rooted in reality. That's the biggest reason they need masters, even when those masters are of no help in battles between heroes. Compared to that, the Magecraft support is just a nice bonus. But what about rogue servants? Good question. Yeah, there have been servants in other singularities who didn't belong to either Chaldea's side or the enemy side. But it was the land itself that summoned them, using the power of the Holy Grail, which spawned them, which spawned the given singularity, in an attempt to put history back on its original track. Basically, rogue servants use the land as a kind of vessel, so it's no surprise they can act without a master. And of course, there were also rogue servants in some of the Lostbelts who didn't depend on the Holy Grail. Beowulf in Russia leaps to mind. Then maybe that's what happened with Holmes too. We first met him at the Atlas Institute, so... No, wait. Huh? We didn't meet, but He was at the Mages Association in London. Oh, oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't thinking straight. But yes, you're right, Senpai. He himself said that he left a message for us in London. In London, you managed to safely acquire the information I left at the Mages Association, right? It was just paperwork, but it must have been worth £1,000 to you at the time. I could definitely see the land summoning him in London. That part makes sense. But then, how did he show up in Camelot and Shinjuku? We've asked Holmes about that. And he said that he managed to prolong his materialization and race-shift it on his own. You mean like Miyamoto Musashi? Pepe hands. No, he can't do it repeatedly like she could. He said twice was his limit, and that it came at the cost of seriously weakening himself. According to him, those two force ratios effectively rendered him incapable of combat. Hey, his Baritsu says otherwise. I see. So that's why he did almost no fighting in Shinjuku. After Shinjuku, he and Senpai Master formed an official contract. I mean, I did not remember this. That got rid of his, well, debuffs, but also made it impossible for him to race shift alone. At least that's what he said before. I see. Well, that all makes sense. But still, something's still nagging at me. Can't figure out what it could be. Still, I can say this much without a doubt. Holmes of all people would never betray us. There's just no way. When you take all of his accomplishments, his attitude, his motives, and everything else about him into consideration, it's obvious there's no theory that could possibly explain why he would have done such a thing. I trust Holmes completely. How about you, Kirby? Damn, we get 3 choices, but we can still skip this, actually. I'm surprised. I thought this would be a flag. I'm not sure. Ah, well, it doesn't matter either way. I'm just giving you guys some food for thought. Having said that, Kirby, Mash, can you just forget about this whole discussion? This is Holmes we're talking about here. I don't want things getting awkward if you trust him, and if you start doubting him now, it's not gonna take long for Sherlock freaking Holmes to figure that out. That's easier said than done. Maybe you should hit my head and make me forget. Why would I do that? I can just use a really basic spell for sealing away Oh! It's kinda gonna like... Oh, wait, would it be possible for him to try to seal away a memory but then notice that there's another charm already in place, and then me and Mash would go, wait, Master has a charm? Oh shit, wait, let me see. It can only be cast if the target consents to it though, and it comes with some restrictions. What about me? How can I forget about this discussion? Well, there's a file in Chaldea's library on the storm border, number AG 134458. I hid a memory sealing spell scroll there, under the Alpine Goat section. All you had to do is inscribe the date and time. Okay, I'll try that. Kirby, Mash. So wait, you think it would be 2 sets of the same info locked in the old brain box? Yeah, maybe it'd be like a case of like putting a second lock on the same box. But I mean, part of me kind of wonders like, if like someone already has a memory charm on them, would a person putting yet another one, a different person putting yet another one on them, would they notice, or would it just like overlap and they just wouldn't notice the thing? Oh, I guess we'll see. This is only a seal. It probably won't make you forget completely. Your subconscious will still remember this conversation. So if you really trust Holmes, then keep observing him and doubting him, so we can put this on rest and trust him that much more. Got it? Alright, see you tomorrow. Ah, no, so we just fade out like that. Okay. So he doesn't like do the thing and then notice anything. Ah, damn. Oh man, so we really just got to wait till like that critical moment where it unlocks for us. The Charles Commandos. Let me see, 83% battery. I need to update the stream title over on Twitch so for our current section right now. There we go. Good morning, senpai. Morning. And a lovely morning it is. Right you are. It looks to be a perfect weather for your first day of work as part of a new commando unit. There's not a single bad omen to be seen. Well, I think. Good morning, everyone. It's me, Shufu. I know it's short notice, but I think we should get going right away. Of course, she has like the toast in her mouth. The sooner we leave, the sooner we can get back and rest up. Munch, munch. Already planning your break, huh? Maybe this is because I was such a hard worker in life, but ever since being summoned, I've been seeking for breaks more than anything. Munch. Why did she just cover her ears? Oh. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're as excited to get started as I am. Wait, is one of her abilities as a servant to make all that food, by the way? Oh, really? Oh, shit. How are you this peppy this early? Morning, people. If you guys hadn't come along, I'd have... wait. I'd have I'm sorry, why do I feel like that's a tongue twister to me? I'd have had to work with him alone. My stomach aches just thinking about that. Be that as it may, just because it's morning doesn't mean we won't run into any enemies. We'll have to take advantage of this opportunity to demonstrate how useful we can be. So wait, some parts of Japan revere her as a god of grain? Oh. Since Shufu introduced wheat to Japan? Oh. Then I'll take the front line, just as we discussed yesterday. Lord Holmes, Lady Kirby, you two shall keep to the middle. And you, Lady Shufu, should bring up the rear. Are we agreed? Works for me. Hence all the bread-based things she's randomly eating. Ah. I'll come along too. Doesn't seem like there'd be anything for me to do around here on my own. Then let us be on our way. We'll leave from the north gate by the main road. You will walk along the old road. You know, I've been wondering since we got here, does commerce even function in this realm? Better than you think. Of course, all transactions are made with QP. Man, we're loaded then. Besides, there's no point in hanging on to more enhancement resources than you need after killing a demonic beast. Jufu will finally be summonable with Anniversary this year. Oh. That's how the servants of all three realms enhance their spirit origins. I still have a long way to go myself, but at least I'm doing better than you guys. Well, yeah, I'm not even a servant. Not yet. Oh, hang on. I actually want to do some shopping while we're here. Is she buying rocks? Hey, can you see me? I wonder who this is. The voice. Sutton? Hey, looks like we both got away clean. Congrats. Why the hood? Oh, this. Let's just say I got my reasons for wanting to keep myself around here. Everything okay with you? Yep, everything's fine. Honestly, I'm more worried about you. But you seem like you're doing fine, so never mind. So what are you going to do now that you're free? I think I'll just hang out around here for a while. This place isn't nearly as savage as the Revenge Realm, so I've got a feeling things will work out. How about you? You're off on a mission? I wish I could help you out, I really do, but I'm afraid that's easier said than done. Sorry. No worries. Okay, I'm gonna go give it my best shot. Awesome, you totally got this. Alright, I think I'll get going too. Bye. Something wrong? Oh no, everything's fine. Then try to keep up. This mission looks like it's gonna be a real bitch. Both coming and going. Think we'll grow rice in this realm? Since we're on an isekai journey. I know, Seneca. Oh god. Man, tonight's really not feeling like my night right now. Huh. Oh, right. I guess you wouldn't know since you were passed out. Our destination is way up in the mountains, and there's no ropeway or anything to help us get there. Yikes. Hey, I was just wondering. What is it? Are we gonna have to do this on the way back too? Even Caddy's like, oh fuck this shit. What do you think? Then I think maybe we should take a little break. I don't think that's a good idea. Huh? Why not? There tends to be a lot of snakes in this area. What? Snakes? Well, that's no big deal. I just cast a simple spell to... I believe these particular snakes are called Orochi in the Far East. You love the Gouda Katak dynamic? Yeah, I love it. Yeah, like we have Gouda who's like just used to all the bullshit, and then Katak who's either getting used to it or calling us out about why the fuck is everyone doing things like this? Oh. Why are you only mentioning this now? We got snakes. Senior to each other in different ways, but there's a point where they intersect and go, fuck this. Yeah, I'm liking the chemistry already between Gouda and Katak. Now we just throw in Yume Ren into the mix, and then we'll just throw in more chaos to this lineup.
There we go. You got some ice cream, at least for your cold? Ah. I'm gonna need more water to kind of soothe my throat. What the fuck? 5 grain praise. Oh god. Oh god, it's so bad going back to 30 FPS. Oh my god, this frame rate. Oh god. The things I do to save on battery. Oh, and then the lower resolution. It only applies to in battle. I just realized, oh shit. It's even worse when you try to speed it up and with half FPS. Oh god, the 30 FPS NP. What have I done? Lasagna doesn't know the definition of optimization. Way to go, everyone. Bachi, bachi, bachi. Then again, it's not like we can take any credit. I helped, technically. Of course you all helped. Your aid was invaluable. Sparkle. Yeah, well, that's good to hear. You're still pissed it took them 7 years for email binding? Yeah, at least it's here now. Maybe not in NA just yet because it's only in JP, but I would imagine it might take some time to set up the NA side of, or the global side of account binding. And even then, I will wait probably a month, give or take, for any potential issues to be ironed out because you never know. You never know what screwy thing might happen. Assuming like you try to bind your account the moment the feature comes out. You lost your old FGO account? Aw, sorry to hear that, Sedeca. Yeah, it's so dumb. Like, you really have to, like, closely, like, guard your info for your FGO account lest you lose it forever. Like, you would need, like, the transfer password, the transfer code, which are 2 separate things. And also, just in case you lose one or the other, you need to contact support and give them details about, like, the particulars of your account. Like, particular 5-star servants you have, like, who's on your My Room, birthday, I would imagine, and then, like, your user, like, your in-game name, or username, or whatever, among, like, other descriptors to kind of, like, pinpoint the exact account. Because I remember when I was at, like, I remember during like the initial months of playing FGO back in the anti-emulation days, like I had to contact support and they asked me questions about like which 5-star servants I had and like who did I feature in My Room if I could remember, or so on and so forth. And honestly, like the support in my case really helped out. Like, they were able to pinpoint my account exactly, and, well, if it wasn't for support, I wouldn't be streaming FGO today. That or I'd be starting from 0, so maybe it wouldn't be different either way. But yeah, like, you don't remember any of that stuff except your UID? I mean, honestly, like, the UID is, like, a definite great start to asking for an account back. Like, although it probably is a little bit too late for you to remember, like, from 7 years ago, like, which servants you may or may not have had. Like, who did you feature in your room? Or... although, would they have any, like, payment or credit card details? Or something like last 4 digits or something if you actually did spend money on it? Although if you didn't spend money, then that's probably that avenue is probably out of the question. Because I would imagine like if you had like the last 4 digits of like a credit card and a UID, I think that would be like pretty easy to pinpoint an account just from that alone. Maybe. But I'm assuming if you didn't spend any money, then yeah, no, it's probably not many other things you could think about with a 7-year time gap and probably forgetting about a lot of those details. So, you're a caster specializing in summoning, huh, Kirby? I guess you could put it that way, yeah. Wonderful. I feel as though I've gained a seasoned warrior for an ally. You don't know the half of it, right? Because no one else is supposed to know we're a proper human. You're happy with playing Blue Archive? I kind of want to play Blue Archive, but I'm so like entrenched in my current gachas that I can't justify it. I'll just be happy with watching the Blue Archive anime though. I'm having fun watching the Blue Archive anime. We have fought in a number of wars too. Oh yeah, like I remember Gouda Gouda. we count that too, right? Masha's surely enthusiastic about taking part in that as a commander. The one in Gouda Gouda. Sorry, wait. Let me just take things a little bit slower right now. Hold on, I need to stand up. Like, oh my god, why does it feel like my heckin' knees are sore? That's really weird. Although I guess that's usually the case when I have a mixture of fatigue and allergies kind of mixed in. I don't know. The sheer strength of Miss Kirby's summoned shadows often leaves even me speechless. Suffice to say, I suggest you expect the unexpected. So if only we could have summoned all of our servants here, then we could totally handle this. Yeah, could you imagine if we can summon everyone we have in our servant records or whatever? Bro. Like, we'd just be a 4th faction just in and of ourselves. Able to handle anything and everything. Probably. Great. That should make this mission a snap then. Servant army, summoning Tiamat. Hell yeah. Unfortunately, Tiamat won't be until way later, and I need to make sure to stay for Tiamat as well. I admit, I was pretty worried when I heard these 3 casters were assigned to this mission. But now, it looks like I'll get to take it easy the whole time. Yay. Alright, let's keep moving. We should reach the recon area soon. And then Shufu goes like, wait, you don't know how to do your basic magecraft. What kind of caster are you? Come to think of it, Miss Shu. As a matter of interest, I must inquire. Did you ever succeed in finding the elixir of immortality? Oh, I think maybe, or maybe not. Or maybe it really didn't matter either way. Didn't matter? Ah! Can you please forget I just said that? On the off chance Emperor Qin Shi Huang gets summoned, I don't want this coming back to bite me. If only I did have QSH summoned. Then again, maybe it's okay since I doubt they get summoned to the Singularity anyway. This is prime material to get memed on. They won't, right? Forgive me for interrupting. But we're almost to the tower of Xanten. It's an observation tower located right between the Revenge Realm and the Righteous Realm. Of course, the sky hasn't turned red yet, so that means we're still in the Righteous Realm. Ripju, yeah. Red sky? Huh?
Oh yeah, the sky did actually turn red there. The Revenge Realm dyes the sky red to demarcate its domain and demonstrate its vengeful spirit. Hey, that's that hero in Dota. We've not seen any extra classes yet other than Holmes, and we brought him along. It's their way of telling outsiders, this is my territory, trespass and die. You know, since land can't actually talk. Mr... I don't know how to pronounce that. Would you be so kind as to tell us more about what this mission entails? I believe we were told to gauge the enemy's strength. That's right. We learned a small battalion had been stationed here not too long ago. Our objective is to find out what kind of servants are in it. Of course, depending on the situation, we may also decide to eliminate them. How small is small in this case? About 10 to 12 servants or so. They do outnumber us a bit. But we should be able to handle them just fine. As I'm told, they're all no more than Phantom Spirit level servants. So now we just have to decide what our first move will be. A tower, huh? Never seen a tower like that before. I've seen taller. 100 stories taller, in fact. 200 even. Same here. It's a little big for a lookout tower. Fascinating. Did you figure something out? Not from the exterior alone, no. We'll have to make our way inside first. Shh. I see they have patrols out. I don't see any lookouts standing watch outside, but they have to have at least a few somewhere. Hello, Teriyamato. How you doing? We can safely assume there are assassins about, hiding themselves with presence concealment. Probably 2, no, 3 of them, and if I were in charge of where they were stationed, I'd post one on either side of the doors and another behind the first 2. Then I'll try drawing them out of hiding. Now that you narrowed down the field of possibilities, I should be able to use an effective tower start. I'll also put up a soundproofing battlefield while I'm at it. If we're lucky, we'll be able to make it into the tower without anyone noticing. Amazing! We're lucky to have you with us, Lady Shufu. As long as you appreciate it. Okay, is everyone ready? Ready. Indeed. All set. Good. Motion forbidden. Spirit enlightened. Body pacified. Then add a dash of tongue twisting and silencing. Oh! Enemies! But I can't move! Enemy attack! Enemy attack! Damn it! They can't hear me either. I'm Dirmud, I don't know how to pronounce that, of the Knights of Fianna. Have at you! I just stay anonymous if it's all the same to you. Thanks. Charles the Great Commandos, charge! You're actually telling them who you are? Then at least get your story straight. Alright then, let's take care of them, shall we? Yawning doesn't stop tonight. Okay, you know what? I might actually just change this back to 60 FPS at higher resolution. Well, maybe not higher resolution, but I might change it back to 60 FPS so it stops hurting my eyes. The thing we've dealt with 30 FPS for so many years in FGO, to then get the 60 FPS update. Oh. Oh.
イノベーション始めますね。加減が難しいのよね。
さて、ここからだ。
そういうのもありよね。
うちよとこよ、その境にもろくうつろなることを知るがいい。草薙のタッチ。おっとかい。敵対しているものだとはいえ、倒してしまうのはちょっと忍びなかったね。
Alright, hold on. No, I need my 60 FPS back. I'm sorry. Even if it will worsen the battery life in battle, I can't. We'll keep the low resolution though. But, oh my god, dude. I need my frame rate. Alright, casters are next. Damn it. I don't see any reinforcements coming. It looks like we're still clear. I don't sense anyone on the other side of these doors either. Let's go in. At first glance, there doesn't appear to be much of note here. Let's see what's on these documents. What do they say? They appear to be the plans for this tower. What? Anything significant? Miss Shu Fu. Huh. I suspect this tower may be directly connected to a ley line. Would it be possible to confirm that? I might be able to tell from the basement. Then would you be so kind? Huh? You want me to go down by myself? No, thank you. A fair point. Go with her, Kirby. Got it. I'll come too. It could be dangerous with only 2 casters. So, where are you gonna go, Holmes? The top of the tower, of course. Then let us head down and see what we find. Come on. Oh, alright. This looks like it's gonna be a major pain in the ass, though. Any luck? So this goes here and that goes there. How do they do this? Alright, let's ask them. Them who? Those casters working over there. I'll leave them to you. Hup. Huh? I can't move! Good luck, and you might want to hurry since they're casters. They'll probably figure out how to break that spell pretty quickly. Next time, give us a little warning, would ya? Alright, if it's gonna be more of the same... Oh, whatever. You know what, we'll just keep it like this. Oh, what the heck? The extra health? Ah, damn, that didn't kill. It must be at like 10k. Oh, 40k.
No, my wasted damage. Damn, that focus fire on Ibuki.
完全体力よろしくイノベーション難しいだよね魔力をピピピ
うまい手を考えよ
まあ大変
う。敬え。人知の及ばぬものが世にあるとここにて思え。真剣さなぎの太刀。
仕事とはいえ私も女ですので実利成績そして趣味を優先で楽しませて
Whoops. Dude, my chair is making so many sounds right now. Aha, so that's how they... I'm afraid we killed them all. Is that going to be a problem? Nah, it's fine. Asuka was more of a figure of speech there. I can basically tell what they were doing here from their actions. Their... I forget, is it just... It's Gate, right? And the spells they left behind. That's what I meant by ask. Aha, I knew it. This design is for sucking up magical energy straight from the ley line and sending it to the top of the tower. It's still not active though. Maybe they were about to test it. How much magical energy do you think they were planning to gather? Maybe a little less than you need to form a holy grail. Ah. That's quite a lot. They must have been planning to perform a special summon here. Master, I passed Shufu's analysis on to Holmes and he says he wants you to come to the top of the tower right away. Holmes said he wants us up top. My apologies for calling you here on such short notice, and I see you got into a bit of a scrap on your own. We ran into a little resistance too, but Holmes took care of it in no time. As for you guys, I guess Dearman must have played a big part. It was nothing. Yeah, it was nothing, alright. I was fortunate enough to have Lady Zhu to have Lady Zhu Fu's protections and Kirby's summons. It was a group effort, and a very successful one. How are you this nice and this handsome? Do you pretty people have to have everything? It kind of pisses me off. Look of genuine confusion. I heard about your discovery from Miss Curiolite. Are you certain? Pretty certain, yes. I see. Then we can breathe a sigh of relief for the time being. Sucking up magical energy straight from a ley line sounds pretty ominous. Agreed. It would seem I was correct. Which is why I wanted to take a look at the top of this tower as soon as possible. See for yourselves, Mr. Dearmud, Miss Shufu. Except for a partially constructed stand, there's nothing here. Oh wait. What's that, DK? In the last section, if I don't clear Holmes' interlude, there won't be a third option to just trust him for me to choose? Really? Oh, because... Oh wait, if you don't clear the interlude? Huh. I mean, I don't think it doesn't really affect anything else, but like, that's interesting. Because normally you think it'd be like Lostbelt 6 where we have those like dialogue flags and everything. Oh, interesting. I mean, technically, if we were to think about Moriarty's whole deal, even though we have a charm to make us forget, like, we're supposed to just kind of like play it normally. At least from the reader perspective, we're supposed to play it normally and not like let Holmes suspect anything by putting in any amount of distrust in him. So, actually, I kind of wonder if I should keep like when the dialogues come up regarding Holmes, just full on, just saying I trust him from now on. Assuming, like, they gray out the skip button for preventing us from moving, indicating a flag choice.
I suspect this tower is intended to be a means of direct attack, on the Righteous Realm. Their plan was most likely to convert the the energy taken from the ley line into pure physical force, a powerful projectile. Which means this stand is meant to be an artillery battery. But once again, as you can see for yourselves, there is nothing here. Not yet. I suspect they simply haven't been able to build a cannon large or durable enough to fire such an enormous mass of magical energy.
Hey, all Distance R. Been watching FGO stuff the other day. Oh, nice. Hope you enjoyed. Oh god. I'm yawning so much today. For anyone just tuning in, like, I'm a little bit on the more tired side. Tonight's session will be a little bit shorter than the past ones, but we'll see how many sections we can get into, my phone battery and the time of night and everything, just to kind of remind everyone. Okay, let's continue.
For the time being, I suggest we investigate any servants in the Revenge Realm who had a hand in this tower. If we can keep them in check, that would naturally prevent them from completing the cannon meant for this tower. Should we be found out, our backup plan can simply be destroying this tower. The servants who were on patrol should be coming back any moment now. Let's hurry and get out of here.
Okay, that's straightforward. Alright, and we got Berserkers.
The next part of our mission is to secure an abandoned stronghold. This will also be within Righteous Realm territory. It would take us about an entire day to get there on foot. So we're going to borrow a horse-drawn carriage from a nearby safe house and take that most of the way. I love not having to walk. A safe house, Do you perhaps have one in every region? Yes, we do. The Secretary ordered us to build them. We have 4 in the Righteous Realm, 2 in the Revenge Realm, and 1 in the Reinstatement Realm. They're all hidden very well, and none have been discovered by the enemy yet. I see. It sounds as though you've done a good job covering your tracks. They certainly have a great deal more than I would have thought, though. Perhaps they're meant for some other purpose. Come, let's be on our way then. We can use the key the Secretary gave me to get inside. It needs a key. Yes, the safe houses are fitted with spells to blow the whole thing up if someone tries to enter without the right key. Better safe than splattered, I suppose. I see, that does make sense. Key or not, most any servant could break. Key or not, most any servant could break into most anywhere if they wished. But if you rig a place to explode upon forced entry, you eliminate the risk of the enemy getting crucial information. What about stealth entry via spirit form? I'm told each individual room has its own boundary field, and they're set to explode if they detect any spirit forms too. Haha, well done! This way. Really? I don't see any buildings here. It's here, underneath the broken down wagon. Oh? Oh. Damn, that is one armored up horse. Oblivion would never. Whoa, it's amazing. I understand how you feel. It's a real secret base after all. Oh, you got spare weapons here, huh? Mind if I take one? Oh, they're more for decoration than defense since they're only meant to be used in emergency. But if you're alright with that, then by all means. Besides, nobody else is going to use them. Yeah, that tracks. Oh, you got protective mystic codes too. I don't suppose I could also, On second thought, never mind. How come? Because I don't want my collar reacting to it and going off. Oh, right. So they got Western wine, but no, Shao Xing wine here, if I remember. No, like Shao Xing? Yeah, Shao Xing wine here, huh? And no beer either? Damn. Also, how you doing, Asulfo? Oh well, once we're done with this mission, I just put in a request with the secretary. Alright, we better get going. I'll be the coachman, and the rest of you can just sit back and enjoy the ride. Doing good, just enjoying Caddick? Yeah, Caddick's been great, especially with like his chemistry so far with everyone. So surely we'll see him in the upcoming event after the Singularity, right? Right? Be warned, I'll be driving pretty fast, so it may get bumpy. Ready? Yeah! We're here. Come on, we'll walk the rest of the way on foot. You can come on down from the carriage now. I think I'm gonna be sick. Same. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was going so fast. Good thing I turned into my spirit form. I don't want to think about what would have happened if I didn't. I'm surprised you guys didn't do the same. You're really cautious sorts, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, cautious. I'm sorry to ask, but have you got any meds for motion sickness? Yeah, I do. Here. Thanks. Honestly, I feel a little sick myself just watching through the monitor. Mash. Okay, now that we're all settled in. There's a stronghold up ahead that the Revenge Realm meant to use as a bridgehead for invading the Righteous Realm. Luckily, the Righteous Realm just barely managed to eke out a win, forcing the Revenge Realm servants to retreat from this region. Unfortunately, we suffered a lot of casualties in the process, so we couldn't lay claim to the fort itself. We can't just abandon it out here, but we also don't want to do anything to draw attention to ourselves. So we decided to start storing supplies here in secret, but made sure we let it look abandoned, even as we bolster its defenses. But since it's abandoned, demonic beasts have taken up residence. So first thing we need to do is destroy them. Once we're done with that, supply crews will come to stock the place, so we just need to concentrate on ridding these demonic beasts. Now let's go take care of these beasts now. By the way, there aren't any demonic boars or demon boars among them, are there? Right. Can't guarantee there aren't. Why? Why? Got something against them, dear Mud? Well, one killed me, so, may you rest in peace. He's not dead yet, though. Actually, I was ready. Yeah, right. How's that funny to him? I'll put up a bounty around the stronghold to make sure no demonic beasts escape. From there, well, you know, I'll figure something out. I'm not hearing a lot of planning in this plan. Hey, if anything, you should be admiring me for my flexibility. Well, here goes nothing. Let's begin. 4. Yeah, that tracks with the Berserker icon. Well, time for this night to beat a hasty retreat. Already? Apologies, a bad joke. I really am conceptually weak against demonic boars, though. Then we'll handle them. Thank you, everyone. Oh, I just noticed that was an unskippable choice. Huh. Wait, how bad could this be? Oh.
楽しませてね、なるべく。
Actually, what happens if you pick him? Would he just be like massively debuffed or and taunted or something? Because that would be so mean and funny.
行きますよ。その前に、その前に。失礼、こちらの話です。ごめんね。
You're forced to use him? Ah. Oh yeah, it makes sense if you kind of force him along.
そういうのもありよね。せい。
You know, for small fights like these, I do appreciate their one wave 3 enemies for the most part. Really not overstaying its welcome while we kind of do the minor tasks, since we're, well, story-wise, actually tasked to God on these missions. That's nice. That's the last of the hostels. No other readings detected nearby. Great job, Master. All done. Thank you for fighting those boars in my stead. I truly appreciate it. What about the stronghold? Oh, we're fine there. Luckily, it looks like the supply crew just arrived. Here you go. Thanks. Sign this and you can officially take over. Done. Alright, we'll let you guys handle it from here. Understood? Oh? Oh, you're just riding back in the... I'm glad we're taking our time on the ride back. More importantly, this will seem to bring our first mission to a successful conclusion. Feels like a pretty roundabout way to accomplish our goal. But I guess this is just what we have to do in a weird singularity like this. Looks like we're in it for the long haul, yeah. Indeed, although in that case, there is one person I'm concerned about leaving in his current state. You mean Count Vlad? Precisely. According to what I've heard from Chaldea, both his spirit origin and contract remain intact. I suspect he's still right where we left him. We should at least collect his body and bring him somewhere safer. Why don't we talk to Charles the Great about it? Good idea. It will be prudent to ask for his assistance. We're almost to the safe house. From there, we'll be hoofing it again. Almost in unison, the two mages let out a sigh of bone-deep weariness. Oh. Don Quixote de la Mancha's departure. Your goat. That concludes my report, sir. Sir. Can you find out whether there are any other such towers nearby, near the Righteous Realm? The capital is too well protected to infiltrate, but yes, we can still survey its periphery. Then do so at once. I'm curious to know more. Castor, can you investigate this tower more thoroughly? You can add more personnel if you need them. It will be done. Is there something important in this tower? At the moment, all three realms are more or less evenly matched. The Revenge realm consistently goes on the offense, our Reinstatement realm fends them off, and the Righteous realm watches from the sidelines, keeping both sides in check. Now, both I and my military advisors believe the Revenge Realm is about to undertake a large-scale invasion very soon. If they're going to succeed, they'll need some way of ensuring their victory. They can't take the time to wage war because the Righteous Realm is bound to interfere. Which brings us to this tower. It only makes sense to assume there's something more to it. Then, if there do turn out to be other such towers, investigating one is enough. If any other such towers, feel free to destroy them. Understood. Alright, that concludes today's War Council. Now, Pope Johanna will perform a memorial for those we lost. While I regrettably won't have time to do so myself, I urge those of you who do have the time to attend. Of course, my liege. Thank you. And may everyone we lost rest in peace. That's it for today's prayer. Thank you all for coming. Come on, Bradamante, let's go. Oh, shit. On this side. Fuck. Yes, Your Holiness. I'd be honored to accompany you. Where's Astolfo? Rapunzel in her windows of clarity? Wait, one of the cloth would approve this importance to the holy proceedings in time of war? Huh. I really like the service today. Oh, any particular reason? It just made it feel like there weren't too many casualties. That's true. But as no lives are more valuable than others, neither are fewer lives lost more acceptable than many. Yes, Your Holiness, I'm sorry. To die is a sad thing, though that may be a cold comfort, though that may be cold comfort for me, since they're dying on my behalf. You're right. You're right. Death is a sad thing, but that doesn't mean we regret our choices. We're proud to die if it helps our rebellion against proper human history, strange as that may sound. Are you certain of that? About what? I'm told Charles the Great leads the Righteous Realm. Was he not your king when you were alive? Yes, he was, but I made my choice to support the Reinstatement Realm over the Righteous Realm. I really felt like yours was the right cause, Your Holiness. Of course, I know some servants here still mistrust me because of my past associations, but... It's alright. I believe that you speak with conviction. Thank you, Your Holiness. Say, would you like to have a meal with me? A meal? That's right. I know servants don't need to eat, of course, but a good meal does wonders to lift morale. So I've been asking His Imperial Majesty to have servants that feel at home in the kitchen start making meals. I see. Even if you don't feel hunger, I'm sure you still like good food, don't you? Oh yes, of course I do. Although, may I ask which kind of cuisine it is? That I don't know. But I never heard of anyone complain, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Now come on, let's go eat. Okay, let's go eat.
Meanwhile, in the Revenge Realm,
It's a shame about Salome. It hurts to lose her. You think? I will say I was surprised that she never did cut off the Chaldean's head. But I always thought that it was only a matter of time until she did something like that. Didn't you feel the same? I did, but she still chose a very inconvenient time to go rogue. Yes, that's true, but still nothing compared to you-know-what. Well, looking at the bright side of this turn of events, Chaldea has drawn the gaze of the Reinstatement Realm. Even if they know about the towers now, they still have no way of determining their true purpose. That still leaves the final adjustments though. We still can't use him as a servant, right? I'm afraid his social withdrawal protections are just too strong.
just like me for real. Wait, who has social withdrawal protections? What the heck? Oh, they try so. Oh. I mean, not like we have any info to really go off of, but. So, the towers are probably used for some gigantic summoning. Wait. How many towers did they say there were? Oh, no, I was thinking about the storage houses. They're using the towers over the ley lines to kind of basically do this huge summoning. So their assumption for the artillery, or Sherlock Holmes's assumption for the artillery is wrong. It's not a artillery battery to fire a projectile. It's some probably huge summoning for some kind of like super strong server or something. I forget. Grand servants are only meant to be summoned to save humanity, right? Not for like other kinds of purposes or whatever. I kind of forget like the exact things about like how grand summons happen. Correct? Okay. So it has to be something else, but still some crazy strong thing or servant they're going to summon. Oh yeah, sorry, summon. So wait, determine the true purpose. Still can't use him as a servant. They exist mostly to counter beasts, but other extreme threats could merit it. You're gonna love the servant's design. I'm looking forward to a DK. Maybe there was some kind of error in this summoning, or maybe that's just how he's always been. It hardly matters. If anything, this works to our advantage. Indeed, indeed. Although, what a sudden change of heart. We know now that Chaldea is here, right? And we know that they've taken shelter in the Righteous Realm. Now that all the players are here, the only thing left to do with this war is to win and put it to an end. So you're saying we're headed towards total annihilation? Fine with me. It doesn't matter if you or I meet or ends here. This is what it means to rebel against proper human history, am I wrong? Oh, you certainly aren't. But are you truly sure about this, my queen? About what? The way I see it, if we keep going down this route, your wish will never be granted. No? If anyone else had been in the room at this time, they would have been certain their lives were forfeit. Such was the sheer, all-consuming power of the bloodlust permeating the entire place. Say that again, and I'll kill you. My apologies. I certainly don't need any more bloodlust like that directed at me. An old man like myself can only take so much. Huh. Alright, I'm off to work on the final adjustments. I'm afraid I may not be able to speak to you again for a while. Oh really? That's the best news I've heard all day. Ah, you wound me, my queen. My wish, huh? My wish. Of course I have a wish. My husband. Someone's hero. A deceitful man. Oh. Right. I wish I could have shown him how this is all on his shoulders. Woman, child, an elder, his closest friend, a complete stranger, I didn't care who. All I wanted was to throw someone's intestines in his stupid face. I wanted to ruin everything he protected, everything he cared for, everything he had, and left no room for me. If he saved 100 lives, I wanted to take 1,000. Though of course, that would never be enough to hurt him. Kinda ironic because of the Three Kingdoms. I have not read up anything about the Three Kingdoms, so I don't know anything about any references to the Three Kingdom stuff. Now in his heart was hard and radiant as a diamond. His magnanimity was as boundless and deep as the sea.
From my perspective, he was just another rude, insensitive man. I suppose that's what happens when you try to see the good in someone. I wanted to see him one last time. I wanted to tell him that everything he did was for naught. But that wish is unlikely to come true. If he were summoned here, regardless of the realm, he would most likely rebel against proper human history. Even were he to join the reinstatement or righteous realm, he would ultimately be on the same side as me. I don't want that. At all. I want to oppose him. He must be my enemy before I kill him. Aw. Man, Siegfried is suffering, huh? So, Chaldea's arrival got my hopes up. What, that we'd summon Siegfried to be on human history side? But unfortunately, I'm told that her group did not bring him with them. So now my only— no. Technically he's already in Chaldea, but then Vlad beat him in the simulator for who gets to go, if I remember correctly from the earlier thing. This is a sign to bring the other power couple. So now my only hope is a slim chance that he may still be summoned to fight on proper human history side. I can borrow your Sigurd. I mean, I have Summer Brynhild. Is that close enough? And this is just another transient dream, so I'll just have to stick to the plan and keep doing what I must. Good enough. I have to say though, I'm not really the type to fight hard for a master. This prayer had weight. This wish had a sincere ring to it. Yes, it was sincere and powerful enough that I didn't think twice about aiding the rebellion against proper human history. Even though we didn't understand what sort of master I'm working for, the righteousness of this wish is what drives us. Good day, Queen of Revenge. Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? I'm here only to deliver some encouragement. Nothing more, nothing less. My goal is to see one of the three realms obtain all the Holy Grails. I don't care which one it is. I just want you all to give it your best effort. There's one thing I want to ask you. And what's that? Is that what Master wants too? That's a difficult question. This is our responsibility coming to bear. There's a reason all of you are fighting and destroying one another. There is one being here who must not win, but that's of no concern to you. I'm guessing he's just referring to Sherlock Holmes. I see. Would you like to know who it is? No need. I just couldn't think of anything else to say to an intruder who appeared unbidden in my stronghold. Your answer does not matter to me. It seems I'm not very welcome here. Have you any information on either the righteous or reinstatement realm for me? I'm afraid sharing such things wouldn't be fair. Then you are, if possible, even more useless. If you insist on following me around any further, I'll see to it that all three realms know you for a stalker. Well, I certainly would prefer to avoid that. Still, are you sure there isn't a question you want to ask me, say about the absence of a certain servant? Can't bring yourself to ask about him, huh? Pity. Very well then, I shall take my leave. Farewell, good for nothing. Huh. If he just wants to toy with his pieces, then he's no more than an idiot. If he wants to maneuver himself around the board, he's no more than a participant. So, he's chosen to come down to the board even though he's qualified to run the whole game. In one sense, I suppose there's a certain kind of integrity to that. But in another, it makes you think he's the most dim-witted mathematician to ever live. Oh man. Actually gonna have to use my... Actually, should I use my blue apples? Nah, bro, just... Ah, fire, just my bronze apples. Or, well... yeah. I mean, I have like 1,000 something more saplings to make use of. I see. So you want to save your companion Vlad III? Oh, Count Vlad, the great hero of Romania. Don't forget that he's also known as Vlad the Impaler. Maybe he can be reasoned with. You'll be fine as long as you don't call him a vampire. His moves still remind me a hell of a lot of the dead apostles, though. Don't forget based Uncle Vlad. No, sir, you can't trade places now. They notice the difference in your auras immediately. Yeah, I guess you're right. At any rate, we certainly can't leave him like that. The fact is, the Righteous Realm needs all the strength they can get right now, all the more so with wisdom and intelligence. Vlad is cool. Yeah, I like Vlad. I see. So you require someone with a great deal of military expertise. Cooler when you can exist outside of Elizabeth orbit for once too. Yeah, we do. I'm educated in many fields. So far I've been able to keep us locked in a stalemate. But I can take us no further. I don't see a path to victory for us. So then the best course of action we have is to save Vlad III, and if possible, to treat him. Would you mind letting us handle this? So what you're saying is that you have a healing or restorative noble phantasm strong enough to return Vlad III to fighting form. Am I correct? I can't promise it'll work flawlessly, to be perfectly honest. It'll be a gamble. A gamble? You know gambling is bad, Sancho. I have to agree. There are any number of mages who have ruined themselves by taking major risks. Really? There are? Oh, right. I suppose you wouldn't know since you grew up sheltered in Chaldea. As a rule, my girl, mages are arrogant creatures who think they can bend all of creation to their will. The majority think that way. It gets worse the more talented they are. I see. I suppose that makes sense since magecraft can do what otherwise would be impossible. And since they think there's nothing they can't do, they get carried away and think they'll come out ahead every time they take a chance. Their magecraft lets them see others cheating and helps them notice patterns and trends. So they figure they can use that advantage to cheat and win at just about anything. Basically, there's no scenario in which I don't come out on top here. That tends to be how they start thinking. But it's called a gamble for a reason, right? That's right. In a fair and impartial game of chance, a mage has the same chance of winning as they do of losing. And yes, that means about half of such mages will win those gambles. But when a mage wins big, what do you think they'll do next? Double down. Bet the farm, as they say. Exactly. Strangely enough, they believe they've already won the next round as well. You really know what you're talking about here, Chubbs. Makes sense since you gambled a lot. Oh no, I didn't. I absolutely won. That's why I'm still alive, even under these circumstances. You mean you would not be surprised casinos had mages on payroll to catch other mages? Yeah, since so many of them would have ways though they try to manipulating like the games they're playing in some way, shape, or form. We're alive or we're dead. Fo was saying, wait to look on the bright side. Ha ha ha! Thank you, Furball! Returning to the point after your leader, he is your leader, right? Anyway, as diverting his remarks were, I'm afraid they've also gotten us a bit sidetracked. I didn't know he had such strong opinions on gambling. I see. So he gambled everything he had and lost. That poor man. At any rate, yes, this will be a gamble. Let's see. I'd say there's a 30% chance of the Nova Phantasm working as we hoped. A 50% chance that it will fail and have no effect. And a 20% chance that it will go disastrously wrong and damage his spirit origin. What do you say, Lady Kirby, Master of Chaldea? The choice is yours. Are you willing to risk it? I am. You sure about this? I mean, I know Vlad can make the call himself right now, but it's what I want if I were him. I see. Honestly, hats off to you. I actually mean that. Alright, sir. We not listening, sir? We're heading out. Out? Yes, out. We're going to destroy the restraints Vlad the Third placed on himself. By using a noble phantasm. Oh! You mean... Mediante assalto, dedicado a la, princesa. No, not that one. Not that one. Oh. There's no way our weak noble phantasm could destroy Count Vlad's stakes. Then do I really have to go? There's grass outside and I don't want to touch it. That, sir. Oh, yes! Is a secret. Sancho! Too much Spanish for me? Look, it's been years since my high school Spanish. And it's not like I regularly try to speak it in general. She's got a real impish side to her, doesn't she? Oh, you alright, Katic? Do you have a headache? Oh no, I'm fine. I hate myself sometimes. Damn it, Katic. Stop wasting your mental energy on things you can't change already. You gotta stay cool, calm and collected. Just think about what you can actually do. That's the best possible thing you can do for yourself right now. That aside, Holmes isn't any different, is he? I thought if I was doing a good job acting normal and not looking at him unless I had to, but... Damn it, it's no use. I gotta save the thinking for when he's not around like usual. The risks are just too great. I shouldn't even think about trying to figure out what the world's greatest detective might be. Cole! Katic? Sorry, I just suddenly got chills. It felt like someone was pouring ice down my neck. Ice, you say? Maybe it's a caster's curse or something. Ow. What's wrong, Lord Katic? You okay? You ate something funny. You know, when I was still alive, I once ate a lizard and told everyone it was dragon meat. Oh yes, that was a good one. A shame it didn't make it into the story. No, I guess Cervantes didn't want to include any weird food stories. No, it's not that. I'm good with food. And what is it? Just let it go, okay? It's nothing, I'm fine. Perhaps we'd better leave well enough alone then. We wouldn't want our teasing to come back to bite us. Now then, Miss Kirby. I take it you made up your mind. Huh. What the fuck was bothering Katic? Was it Holmes already catching on and doing something, or is this something else? Huh. Then we should leave right away. But what will you do about your throne? We can't exactly declare that Charles the Great is going out on an expedition, leaving his castle undefended. I'll take over while you're gone. We'll be fine. I mean, it's not that I'm worried, but Roland will probably do a better job than me at least. There's something lovely about improvising when you're on personnel. Feels like we're sticking a finger in the dike here. Sneak, 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 sneak. Hey, Patchy, how you doing? Okay, we made it out. I gotta say, I don't love how easy it was for us to get past our own realm security. I'm getting nervous about this too. Are you sure nobody else knows the truth? Don't worry. If and when they find out, we'll just have to end the charade. How very stout-hearted of you. Oh, believe me, it takes the very stoutest of hearts to accompany my sir in his adventures. Can't have the great story of Don Quixote without Don Quixote and of course the trusty Sancho, you know. Okay then, let's get going, sir. I'm exhausted. Are you okay? Do you want some water? Here, sir. Have some fruit-infused water. Thank you, Sancho. I'm sorry to interrupt your break, but I'm detecting hostiles nearby. Did you hear that, sir? We have enemies here. Oh-ho, enemies, huh? Good thing that water put me right as rain, then. Okay, Master Caldea. Time for you to see just how he became the legendary Don Quixote de la Mancha. Come, Sancho. Yes, sir. Let's give this a good go, shall we? Oh shit, we're forced to use them. Oh, they're 4-star? Oh shit! Wait, actually, wait, what's their MP? It's quick, okay. Oh. Play Umapyoi Densetsu for maximum power. Delayed effect? Gain NP after 3 turns. So, damage to single giant enemy, reduce HP by 1,000 demerit. Attack and crit strength increases for all allies. Quick card effectiveness, guts, and buster. Single windmill enemy. Nah, giant. Attack, NP gauge each turn, crit stars. When 30% or higher, set to 0, increase NP gauge for all allies including yourself. What the heck? Huh. That's an interesting setup. Oh wait, actually, let's do this on normal speed just to see it once. Let's see. Okay, basic look cool. Oh my gosh, she's like clapping to cheer Don Quixote on.
Oh my god, that's adorable. Oh, that is adorable. There's literally no way to dislike the Don. Oh, instant 100. Victory is ours! Well now, I am genuinely surprised at how strong you're proving yourself to be. Hey, depending on who you ask, Don Quixote is more famous than King Arthur. True, but that alone can't explain this strength. Go for the Don, he's story locked. Don Quixote is stronger than Saber confirmed. You heard it here first. In some parts of the world. The story of Don Quixote is replete with tales of his exploits. But each focuses upon his very human limitations. For example, when he charged at those windmills he believed to be giants. Both he and Rocinante found themselves sent flying for their troubles. Hey now, I won some of the time! My apologies. As they say, you did indeed win some and lose some. But regardless, the story never once depicts him surpassing his human limits. So then, does that mean this strength comes from being the king of a realm? That's exactly it, yes. You might be thinking that, at long last, my Sir's true power as the knight has been awakened. No, he's been given cheap powers. But no, he's just enjoying the benefits that come with being a king. He's just freeloading. More specifically, the Holy Grail support. That's one hell of a benefits package! Man, this is a lot stronger than I was expecting. I guess it means the other realms kings must be really damn strong too, especially with the Holy Grail backing them up. They are indeed. This power can transform an ordinary soldier into a warrior worthy of being sent to Valhalla, or a true warrior into a hero. So, if an existing hero were to attain this power, there's no telling what might happen. And the other realms kings are Kriemhild and Constantinos the 11th. Kriemhild is legendary for her vengeful nature. We can assume her combat prowess is unrivaled. Constantinos is famed for protecting his city from a prolonged siege while outmatched and outnumbered. He will make for a formidable opponent as well. And I'm an old farmer from the sticks who's dangerously close to the age of retirement. And a seasoned knight-errant. Can we at least agree on that? Of course, sir. I think it's wonderful that you never stopped dreaming. Okay, Grandpa, it's time to take your medicine and go to bed. Right. Wait, does that mean this is a dream after all? No, sir, this is all very real. We'll be there soon. Are you sure you can do this? What do you think? Can I do this? Yes, sir, you absolutely can. She says I can. They say they can. I heard, you don't have to tell me again. I don't have to tell him again. Are you sure we can count on this guy, Holmes? Oh yes, tell me, Mr. Forgive me, how should I address you? Miss is fine, Lord Holmes. Very well then.
Tell me, Miss Sancho, is this noble phantasm meant for support? It is. A noble phantasm belonging to Don Quixote that can neutralize Vlad III's condition. I take it this is one of the things, better left, unsaid. I knew an English gentleman would understand. Of course, it won't stay secret for very long, though. Well, I'm in the dark. I don't remember much else about Don Quixote. Dude, okay, God, my throat does feel like it's getting destroyed right and this early in. God damn. Do I remember how his story ends? I actually don't. It's been way too long since I read up on Don Quixote. There he stood, as though impaled himself. Caked in blood and buffeted by the wind, he looked nothing so much as a rotting corpse. But he was still alive. Both the reinstatement and revenge realms used to do battle here, right? So how come neither of them had taken him? Take a closer look. What's the rock for? Oh. The moment he detects something moving nearby, he activates his noble phantasm automatically. He must have programmed, for want of a better word, his mind when he staked himself. Damn, he really is a monster. Hey, that's uncalled for. I don't mean it like that. I mean, I can't even begin to imagine the strength of his mind. Remember how powerless we were in that chaotic mess. I'm pretty sure we couldn't think about anything except running away. The same goes for me as well. While I do think I would have come up with the same idea to seal myself away, I'm not nearly so experienced in battle that I would also plan ahead to include a means of self-defense. Still, we had to do something to shut that system down, or we won't be able to help him. Then I suppose we shall just have to keep him occupied in combat. In the meantime, I would like you two to use your noble phantasm, your noble phantasm on Master Signal. Can you do this, Miss Kirby? Definitely. Watch out. It'd be ridiculous to make it this far only to have your own servant kill you. Alright. Let us help Count Vlad settle down. Activate Guts 3 times and wear him down. I'm sorry, I can't read that. Is that Japanese? I can't read it, I'm sorry. Not that you would probably understand that. Auto Impaler? Oh, target. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Wait, it's permanent?
しくて好き放題扱ってあげましょう。ますわよ。日向の匂い、火薬の匂い。
うまい手を考えよ
ね、離さないでね。ご用件は？まあ大胆。
恐れ入災いは今こそお前たちのもとへと来たる。真剣草薙の太刀。
吹っ飛びなさいます。チェックメイト。
Yeah, figures. And this is why this plug suit sucks. Not having the stun.
はい、NSS サービスです。もちろんお望みのままに。
ちょっとかわいそうかな。
Oberon carry.
この私、あくまで華麗に。
手作りです
清掃の時間です。はいはい、こちら。無駄ですよ。無駄ですよ。
Oh, they target whoever's in
無
front?
理ですね。
Oh.
消えるがいい。
Oh, why'd I do that? Whoops. Well, either way, there's. Actually, no, never mind.
消えるがいい。なまれ。
いかほど。
どうだ。そこだ。
ばらまきましょう。
Oh, it is whoever's on front. Now! Understood. Okay, sir. Close your eyes just like I told you. Oh, right! Go back, go back, go back. Books end. Dreams conclude with a cold splash of reality. All fades into the past like a passing fever. We must abandon our dreams, that we might more fully live our lives. Activating Noble Phantasm. Return to reality. Return to the past now. Triste Gentil Alonso Quisana. All magical energy in the vicinity is decaying rapidly. Vlad won't be able to maintain his existence if this keeps up. Correct. That is this Noble Phantasm's power. What? As I suspected, the words she used were return to reality. What she has done here is return Count Vlad to 17th century Spain. Wait, what? No singularity, no magecraft, no mysteries, just peaceful, ordinary Spanish countryside. The land where Don Quixote spent his life. Wait, slow down! Mystics should have been stronger in the 17th century than they are today, not weaker. Both eras are well within the margin of error compared to the Age of Gods, but yes, you may well be right. You're going to Spain? No, not Spain. But remember, Gordolf, those mystics were only measured on a worldwide scale. This noble phantasm is much more limited in scope. It forces a servant to return to a remote part of the world where no magecraft or mystics have ever been observed. This weakens the servant's contract with their master and cuts out the magical energy they need to maintain their very being. It even neutralizes skills such as independent action. You see, Vlad simply did not exist in 17th century Spain. And of course, This also means whatever ability Moriarty used to brainwash him will fade away like a dream. All that said, I'm afraid this is as much we can do. You see, this noble phantasm has one major flaw. It does? Yes, if we use it for too long, we'll disappear ourselves. So that explains the 1000 health demerit. Actually, no, not really. That's a separate one. But, oh. I see. So that's why I feel so at peace right now. And you're okay with that? Cut it the hell out. Okay, that's enough. No noble phantasm. Abort! Abort! Good. None of them have vanished. So the noble phantasm's effects are still somewhat present. Then Count Vlad's desire to rebel should be gone by now. Just as Miss Sancho planned. Though the state of his combat abilities remains unclear. Count Vlad? Are you okay? Huh. I never thought I would see my master ask after my health. I suppose it just goes to show how far I let myself go, so to speak. I'm relieved to see you return to your senses, Count Vlad. What about your inclination to rebel? It has subsided considerably. The seeds are still planted in my mind, but they are sufficiently weakened that I can control them. Still, how did you do this? I wasn't expecting to be rescued until after the singularity had been repaired, if at all. Well, me Don Quixote. I would love to tell you all about it, but we are still in enemy territory. Why don't we vacate these premises first? Good idea. This ordeal actually got me sweating. All's well that ends well. Sure is. Hang on, you guys do realize you almost vanished, right? What if you had? Wouldn't that have brought the righteous run to the brink of collapse? Oh, don't worry, Lord Caddick. That would have been a grand adventure in its own right. Yay for adventure! Yay for adventure! Oh, come on, Kirby, say something. Yay for adventure! That's not what I meant, damn it! Affectionate gaze. Yay for adventure. I'm really liking this. I'm really liking Traum so far. Like, just all the character interactions and all the silliness. I love it. And like, I'd say they do a decent job so far, kind of like making sure we don't get too bored sticking within one region too often. Like, you know, like we have our bit within the reinstatement realm, and then like into the revenge realm, back to the righteous, back to reinstatement for a little update, back to the revenge realm for a little update. Like, it's really like the pacing has been pretty nice and like kept fresh with all the different perspective swaps. But yeah, I think I might end tonight early because I can't read anymore. My throat feels a little bit too stressed out from the reading. So unfortunately, we'll have to leave it for next time when my throat gets better to read. Because if I try to push it any further, I'm probably gonna regret it for a long time. I would like to make some time for heckin' Final Fantasy XIV MSQ though, but I think I need a full-on rest day again. But alright, I'm just gonna go leave it here early for tonight. So give me a moment to turn things off and get ready to go early. Alright, so again, that'll be it for tonight. Tomorrow will be a rest day. And okay, I'm of like 2, maybe 3 minds of what to do, like on wait, what's today? Or wait, when will I be back again? So then Sunday day off. Oh yeah, on Monday. I'm kind of 3 minds on what to do for Monday. Because we have like 3 different options. We continue the Lostbelt 6 train. Well, technically 4 things at that. Like, we either continue Lostbelt 6.5, or we go back to, what was it? We go back to SMT Strange Journey Redux, or something that's been bothering me for the hecking longest time, I go boot up Star Rail so I can do Memory of Chaos Stage 12 from the previous iteration, because the final stage I've been ripping my hair out trying to fully 3-star it, but I'm always 1 cycle short that I can't get the full rewards, and I'm just heckin' pissed. Or final option, go continue Final Fantasy XIV main story, because we're in post Heavensward right now, for anyone familiar with Final Fantasy XIV, and I do want to get into Stormblood territory at some point, now that Dogma is done. But yeah, having 4 options like this is, man, that's rough. Try Harmony, Sushang, Lynx, Luca. I mean, honestly, like, I would like to actually use them, but I don't think I have enough stamina to get them built up before this Memory of Chaos cycles out. Because I haven't had my Sushang built up or fully leveled, let alone with the right light cones or relics. And Luca, I mean, actually, like, maybe I could have some spare equipment I can put on Luca, but same deal with Sushang, not leveled, not traced up, and maybe I could swap around, like, oh, actually, yeah, I will keep that team in mind, but I don't think I'll be able to get them ready in time for Memory of Chaos to cycle out, because I'm still trying to beat my head, like, with the same comps, because I think there's still room for me to optimize when I use certain attacks and ultimates. That and the Aventurine fight is so RNG dependent because of the dice rolls and who gets targeted and how much certain dice rolls, that's what's kind of screwing me from getting my 3-star. Because I was like 15% off from getting the 20 cycle, but I got bad dice RNG and it shut me out. I'm so mad. I am so mad about that. So part of me is so upset about that I might want to spend like the next session just focusing on Star Rail stuff. But we'll have to see how desperate I get. That end is also the side quests I still need to do, but again, in due time. But yeah, what's this? 4-star only. Okay, I'll keep this on another browser tab so I can reference it later. Thanks, Astolfo. But yeah. Alright, so let me do a thing real quick. Give me 1 moment. Let me see. Anyone I can actually no. I think I do need to rest on I think my throat is. Yeah, no, okay. Okay, so on YouTube, I'm gonna go end the feed here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all Monday for whatever I choose. Maybe I'm leaning towards Star Rail because I'm getting tilted as hell over the whole Memory of Chaos thing. So, see you all for Monday. Bye-bye, YouTube, and take care. And over on Twitch, no raid tonight. I'm just gonna go peace out, rest my voice, and probably maybe sleep early. So, take care. Bye-bye. See you all later.